what's up? Currently, I'm at my mom's house, so sorry if everything looks a bit weird and the camera is not perfect. I'm not even using my good cameras my good cameras right here. I'm literally using my phone right now because I don't feel like setting this thing up. Oops. Because obviously it doesn't even have the fucking lens or anything on there. But today, I want to review something which has been on my mind for a very long time. So you read the title. You know that I'm a pretty big Indiana Jones fan. I mean, I've seen all the movies. I own the Indiana Jones box set even. I'll insert a bit of a footage here. So here you can see where the box set is. I own it, and then I also own all the movies. Not only on DVD, but also Blu-ray. Although I lost a couple of the Blu-rays. I think I have only 2 left now. So yeah, and then I've seen the movies a lot of times, and they're pretty much my favorite movies, all 4 of them. Yeah, I know a lot. It's a bit strange for before I actually get to the actual Indiana Jones review, the Indiana Jones hat review. I know it's a bit weird that I know a lot of people don't like the 4th movie, and I can definitely see why. But in my opinion, but I have this weird thing that the 4th movie is my 2nd favorite. So yeah, so ever since that, I always wanted the famous Indiana Jones fedora, and throughout the years, I've collected all kinds of different hats. I'll throw up a few pictures where I'm wearing some of my hats. And all of them, I mean, they were good hats. I have the first one here. I think this was the 3rd hat which I ever bought. So here's the first hat which I still own this hat. I mean, because it's kind of damaged. I mean, this has been used a lot. And I saw this hat originally. Obviously, this doesn't look like an Indiana Jones hat, but I knew that, and I kind of lost its shape even. Like, look at that. It's supposed to have those little creases here, but that has kind of lost its shape, and I kind of you can kind of like make your own. You kind of make the Indiana Jones look there. And I knew this didn't really look like the Indiana Jones hat, but I was fine with it. As long as it worked on my head. I mean, this is a bit small to me now, but as long as it worked on my head, it was fine, I guess. And I was fine with this hat. I mean, I didn't have any real issues with the hat. It was an alright, I guess. It was an alright, like, traveling hat, like, but you're going to Egypt, or you're going to Sri Lanka, or Thailand, or America, or Korea, or wherever you're going. You just, alright, suitcase, just pack this in. It's not too big. You just do this, pack it in, and then when you come there, you see, oh, it's still in shape. This worked for me worked for me about, I think it was for about a couple of years. I think I used this about maybe 3, almost 4 years I used this hat. Then after that, I had a lot of different types of hats. I had a pretty similar one to this. I still have it somewhere. It's just in my closet, and I didn't feel like looking for it too much. But it's pretty much like this, but it had this sort of like, it looked like this, but I'll put up a picture on it if I find it. So if I find it, here's a picture of it. So you can see it kind of has those little like stripes on there, and it was a bit of a different material. So it was an alright hat. After that, I bought this hat, which is more like, I guess, more the shape of an Indiana Jones hat, I guess, with the top crown, but it wasn't really great. I mean, obviously, this was not a great idea, I guess. It does not look like the Indiana Jones hat, and I actually used this in Outlaw, my cowboy movie, so if you want to see that, you can go and watch that. So I used this, the cowboy was played by my dad, actually, because he loves doing this stuff, and I kind of was like, okay, you can him, and then he was wearing this hat in that, and it worked great for that, but as the classic Indiana Jones fedora, it does not work really, and I don't know, it's just a terrible hat, and I never even really used this during traveling, so yeah, this was almost like, I think this was just a half a year with me. Then I bought this one. I bought this one actually recently. I used this in my Indiana Jones short film, part 2 coming out Sunday, I don't know when. But I used this in it, and ever since then I kind of like updated it. I mean, I kind of like scuffed it up a bit, made it look a bit older. I put some black paint on it, so to make it like look a bit weird. I kind of cut it up so it looks like there was a bit of knife or something like that, or something probably exploded next to it, and then like all the muscle, if you were standing next to the muscle break and like blew over this. I mean, it's a very good hat. I mean, for a movie, this works really well. And then I put also some dust on here. There's just like makeup really. Put in an interior to it with like, I actually stitched it in here, but I put tape around it. So, well, this wasn't during the movie. I actually just did this just like a few weeks ago. So, yeah. I really do like this hat, but it's not a really like, and it does look like an Indiana Jones hat, but I mean, it was great for the price, but like, this is not something that I would wear like outside. It's not something which I would wear, I don't know, this is not something which I would be proud of like having. So and I thought this was gonna be the hat which I use for my movies and stuff like that, but recently I decided on to now screw in all the stuff which I have been buying, all these like Indiana Jones hats which aren't really Indiana Jones hats. Let's screw in that and let's actually buy something which I'm going to be using for the next 4 or maybe 5 years as a daily wear, and also for Indiana Jones role playing and or Indiana Jones movies and stuff like that. So today I went to a hat shop and I found a hat. We went there. I was expecting to buy a hat, and I actually just researched from the internet as well a hat. I can show you actually. It's right here, so you can see it right there. Can you? Yeah, you can. So it kind of looks a bit cardboardy, but you can see it's definitely not cardboard. So yeah, I was thinking about that hat, which I was going to buy this hat if I wouldn't find it locally, but then I stumbled into this hat shop and I fell in love with this one hat, and now I'm gonna be showing you something which has been my dream for the longest time. Hold on. So, this is the Wellman or Wellman top hat and hat company. So, it's in the bag still. I did wear it today when we bought it. After we went and ate and stuff like that, so I was wearing it the whole day, but I put it back in the bag. So you can see a top hat right here. It's a very great material. Even the bag is very good. It says 1991 on here, and that's when the company was made. So pretty crazy to think about that. And then yeah, so let me show you the hat. So it's in here. So first of all, actually I'm gonna pull that first out because of just to get this out of the way. So actually, wait, what am I trying to pull out? Oh, so here is the little tag that you get with it. Originally this hat would retail for $196, or $69, or actually euros, Finnish. So It's not, isn't, by any means, it's not a cheap hat. This is, I would call this like the high mid-ranged hat. So, yeah. It's a very great hat, so let's have a look at it. So here is, which I am going to be calling my version of the Indiana Jones famous fedora. There you go. Look at that. So of course, this is by no means screen accurate. This definitely has a lot of differences. First of all, the first difference what you will see is the front piece here is supposed to be way, way, way tighter. So it's supposed to be almost like that on there. Actually, just like that. And of course, with a bit of steam and you could probably make it to look like that. Actually, I can almost pinch it like that. You know, I'm actually gonna keep it like that. Hopefully that holds. No, that's not gonna hold. But yeah, but now I made a crease too. Whatever. So it's not, but by no means it's perfect. I mean, this is supposed to be like a dark blue or almost a black even. The top is supposed to be like a straight crease. Then in here, this is supposed to be like white, and obviously this is not Herbert Johnson. This is a Stetson, original Stetson hat. But apart from all that stuff, I feel like this hat is the perfect hat for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's, in my opinion, now when I think back on it, I feel like it would be a bit weird walking around with a screen-accurate Indiana Jones hat. Because if I'm going to be, like, for trips and stuff, taking this to, like, the hottest countries in the world, I am not going to, I feel like if I'm going to be using a screen-accurate hat, in, like, the hottest countries ever, I'm just gonna look like Indiana Jones, and I don't really feel like I wanna have that as the thing, because of, first of all, I am not Harrison Ford, I am bluish. Anyway, that's gonna be me for today. I hope you enjoyed this little video of me showing off my dream, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed. So I'll see you in the next video. I just realized the second clip became 8 minutes long as well. Alright, I'll see you later. Bye.